Yesterday, I installed a delete kit on this 2018 Ram 6.7 Cummins, and today we're gonna go drive it and we're gonna do some tests on the sound, fuel economy, and power. I got the kit from the Diesel Dudes. I'll put a link down in the description if you wanna check it out. It'll be for a 2013 to 2018 Ram 6.7 Cummins. And if the link looks a little funny, it's because it's an affiliate link. So if you do buy something through the link, I make a small commission, and that's just how I afford to live. Here's a quick overview of what came with the kit. We have an EFI Live auto cal. It came with a switch that has 4 positions, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a 5-inch straight pipe exhaust and an EGR delete kit. Diesel Dudes will ship worldwide, but just know your local laws before you delete your truck and make sure you stay in accordance with them. Every time you tune a 6.7 Cummins, the TCM and ECM are one unit, so it wipes all the memory from the TCM, which means just drive your truck nice for the first little bit because it needs to relearn all those shift points. So the first test we'll do will be fuel economy, and a couple things to note is this truck has 37-inch tires, so it's gonna be a little bit worse on fuel compared to if you had stock tire size. Another thing is that it is December here in Saskatchewan, so we are running winter fuel, which is gonna be a little bit less efficient than summer diesel just because they put more additives in it to keep it from gelling up when it gets cold. So I would guesstimate that it would be about 1 mile per gallon better on summer diesel. So right now we're in power level 1, which is gonna be a stock-ish setting. We have the cruise set at 60 miles per hour, and we're getting about 23 miles per gallon. Now, 24. Now, if I increase this all the way to the max setting, you can hear the change in the truck. Our fuel mileage is actually increasing. Now we're sitting around 27, 28 miles per gallon on the 130 horsepower setting level. As you increase the power level, it advances the timing, which increases fuel efficiency. So that's quite a big difference. So yeah, if you run your truck on the higher horsepower setting, it's gonna be better on fuel. But just keep in mind, you wanna be easy when you're accelerating because you can lose all your efficiency when you accelerate. And it's also a little dangerous to accelerate under hard throttle with a high horsepower tune. Now with the cruise set at 70 miles per hour, and we're back in the 1 position, we're getting about 19 miles per gallon. I'll crank her up. And you can see it slowly going up. Now we're getting about 24 miles per gallon, 25 miles per gallon, and that's at 70 miles per hour with 37-inch tires on. So I don't care who you are, if you're driving a 3/4 ton truck at 70 miles per hour and you're getting 25 miles per gallon, that's pretty damn impressive. Now we'll talk about sound. So first, the sound inside the truck, if you can hear it, there is definitely some drone, and this is a 5-inch straight pipe exhaust with no muffler. If you want it to be a little quieter, there is an option to add a muffler, which will just kind of eliminate some of that drone, which might not be a bad option. So I'm gonna turn on tow haul and the exhaust brake so you really get the full effect of what this thing sounds like. Should be able to hear that exhaust brake on deceleration, and it's probably gonna sound sick. And as soon as I come back around the corner that way, then record again. Nice having a camera woman.
I'm here to work. Here we go. I'm on cameraman duties. Do I know when to press record?
So it sounds amazing. See what it sounds like from the cab with the back window open. It sounds so good. That exhaust brake is ridiculous. It sounds like an airplane. All right, the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the power levels. I'm just gonna go over the stock power level up to the 130 power level, just those two, just to keep the video short. So I have it in the 1 power level right now, and I'm gonna accelerate under a fairly heavy throttle. I'm not gonna go max throttle just because it's not my truck, it's one of my buddy's trucks and I don't wanna wreck anything on it, but we'll just see the difference between the two settings under, let's say 75% throttle in tune 1 and then 75% throttle in tune 4. So tune 1, here we go. I don't even know if that was 75% throttle or what that was, but I'll just do the same for the next pull. It feels fine, but it's definitely not like fast or anything. Okay, now we will put this guy in level 4, come to a stop, and let's do it again. Okay, it definitely has a lot more get up and go to it, that's for sure. Again, I don't want to bag this truck because it's not mine, but you can instantly feel the power difference. It's almost like there's kind of like a wave, like a surf wave that's like pushing you forward. It just wants you to keep going. I should also mention that all of these kits from Diesel Dudes come with transmission tuning if you have the 68 RFE transmission like this truck does. So yeah, I'm accelerating again in that tune. That's a little more throttle. Oh, holy smokes. Yeah, it wants to go. Like it feels good. It doesn't feel like a truck. It feels more like a car. So if this were my truck, I'd probably bomb around and daily drive it on like level 3 setting. Maybe I'd put it up to level 4 if I was doing a long highway road trip. Just be careful in those higher horsepower tunes, especially if you're like passing someone on the highway. You don't want to downshift these transmissions because it's hard on them. You want to ease into the throttle and wait for that boost to build, and then as the boost builds, then you can lay on it a little bit more. You just kind of want to roll into the power. You don't just want to drop the throttle all the way like you would in maybe a gas vehicle. But anyways, to sum up what we just did, the fuel economy was really good, I think, for a 3/4 ton truck. The sound, it sounds amazing. There is some cab drone with this 5-inch exhaust without a muffler. So if you're worried about the cab drone, or maybe you do a lot of towing, then I would definitely recommend getting a muffler. But if you don't care, then it sounds sweet with a straight pipe. And then finally, the power levels, they're definitely there. You can definitely notice a change from that first setting up to the 4th setting. Again, with power levels, I'd probably drive it around a level 3 normally. If you're towing something, I'd probably keep it lower, like a level 1 or a level 2. If you're towing something really, really heavy, I'd probably keep it low, like a level 1. If you're towing something a little bit lighter, you know, maybe like 10, 15,000 pounds, I would go up to level 2. But you don't want to tow heavy loads in a high horsepower tune, because that's going to create really hot combustion temperatures in your cylinders, which could lead to a blown head gasket. Again, the link for this kit will be down in the description. If you're interested in seeing how I installed it, I will post a link down for that video as well. I have a whole entire start to finish video on installing this delete kit. If you have questions, look me up on Instagram at Dark Iron Diesel. Follow me on there and shoot me a message. I'm pretty good at replying to guys in the DMs. But other than that, that's pretty much it for the video. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I really hope to see you in another video.